Hi, my name is Jay Sung. I'm an expert in omnichannel marketing, and I'm answering your questions today. By the way, if you have questions, go ahead and post them to the comment section or DM me or something. But I'm looking forward to hearing from you. The question we have today is, what does omnichannel marketing mean to you? For the longest time, this term has been used quite a bit. It's one of the most exhaustively used terms in all of marketing. But when you go back in time, there used to be this idea of channels that I could sell through department stores or I could sell through specialty retail. And then the internet came along. Wow, we have more than one channel. We're going to call that multi-channel. So I have multiple channels. Then the mobile device came along, and all the interactions started smashing together. And now we've come to one of the most overused terms in marketing in the last 10 years of omnichannel. But what does it really mean? I think, first of all, that the term channel is pretty outdated. The idea that you've got different places to distribute things to consumers, it's not as helpful of a way to think about it, but it's more helpful to think of it in terms of there's really a single consumer. So expression I use all the time to remind people is that the consumer is really the channel, that you have a single consumer, and you have actually a lot of different ways to go reach that same consumer. In a lot of the businesses that I work with, we think in terms of a database, and we think about segmenting our database so that we know which consumers are, as they say, top of the funnel or bottom of the funnel, which ones are loyal customers, and which are the customers that have never heard of us yet. And when you start from that perspective, that I have a whole universe of people that I can reach, that I have different tactics to reach different types of consumers, the term omnichannel starts melting away, and you realize that what's most important is what is that individual customer's pathway to purchase, and how can you meet that customer according to how that consumer interacts with you, and the media that they consume, and what their real life is like. That's what we've gotten to, versus this idea that there's this channel or that channel. It's how do I cater to that customer and how he or she prefers to interact with us. As an example, if you have an older brand and you're trying to get in touch with a customer, it might make sense to send them direct mail. They might get a lot of mail and still go through their mail every day and open it and spend time with it. And direct mail is one of the great kind of hidden secrets of digital marketing, is being able to use direct mail to engage customers in a longer way than you would typically be able to engage somebody with something like a banner ad or an email. If you're trying to reach Generation Z, good luck reaching them, with a catalog or a postcard. You're much more likely to be reaching them on something like TikTok. Or if you're going after, a 15-year-old boy, you're probably in best shape reaching them, through YouTube or Twitch or some sort of engagement with a video game channel, which is one of the fastest growing forms of media that's out there. So traditionally, you might think of those as channels, or you might think of physical retail versus interacting on the website as channels. But it's most important to start from the perspective that it's a single consumer that you're trying to reach, and there's a lot of different ways that consumer interacts with you through media, and a lot of different ways that consumer likes to shop.